it is my privilege to introduce the Salutatorian for the class of 2023, Ryleigh Yodong.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for being here. Well, I'm sure we can all agree that these last few weeks have been both exciting and stressful for all of us. In between all of the final exams and celebrations, the reality of graduating has grown ever so closer, until, in the blink of an eye, we're here, sitting in this football field to walk across this stage and receive the diplomas we've spent 4 years working towards. Another checkpoint crossed before we will be shortly tossed out into the deep end of the pool, an opening of a door to the wide world that awaits us outside. As someone who's in the school orchestra, I've actually played for the past few graduations, so I'm already quite familiar with the routine. The seniors walk in, settle into their seats while pomp and circumstance plays and their families cheer in the background. There might be a baby crying somewhere, someone might have even stuck on an air horn. The band will play a tune, which is then followed by the speeches until finally we're at the point where the seniors are called up to the stage. There are a few laughs whenever a name is mispronounced, and many teary eyes when the relief and pride sets in. Of course, now that I've arrived at my own graduation, it feels a little different, a little bittersweet, and very surreal. The same pink and orange sunset that I've seen from the field for the past 3 years will no doubt be etched into my memory, and I'm sure every time I hear the Jackson 5s I'll be there, I'll be hit with nostalgia. As we prepare to confront the future, many of us have naturally been looking back on the past. A lot of us have probably also realized that most of the people that you'd see every day, whether that would be in your class or in the hallways, won't be with you once you leave. And despite me not knowing the names to most of your faces, there's a part of me that finds that depressing. I've come to understand why my parents would take so long saying goodbye to their friends. And I'm Filipino, so our goodbyes usually go on for a long time. At every parting, you don't actually leave until about an hour after you first say goodbye. And due to the impatience that usually comes with being a child, I used to hate staying longer than I had to. Nowadays, I find myself waiting a while before I go out the door, prolonging conversations, even waving goodbye for a way longer than is appropriate. Today we will all be saying goodbye, maybe for the last time or maybe not, and the best we can do is linger for just a little bit longer. We may wish we could freeze time for just a few seconds. We may walk to our cars slower than we usually would, or take so many photos that we run out of storage, until eventually the football field empties and the night grows darker. Before we say goodbye though, I'd like to say thank you. Thank you to all of you, again, for being here. Thank you to my parents for always supporting me and giving me a solid place to stand, and for raising me to be as sentimental as I am. Thank you to my teachers. Without you, I wouldn't be standing up here. And if I ever fell asleep on your class, I'm so sorry. And finally, thank you to my friends for being the reason why it'll be so hard to say goodbye. Life is full of beginnings and ends, of hellos and goodbyes. Don't be afraid to hold on just a little longer and wave goodbye until well after you turn the corner out of sight. Now it's time. Thank you for having me, and goodbye.